This is Jessie Woo. Welcome back, y'all, for another episode of Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. Thank you so much to Hulu. Thank you so much to Onyx Collective for partnering with me on this show, on this after show. Man, we are on the 9th episode of Reasonable Doubt, our favorite show on television, our favorite show. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I am right. Right, I am. We're getting so close to the finale, guys. Like, so many things took place this episode. Like, I don't even know where to begin. But y'all know for the last couple weeks that we have started Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. Every time I have had the cast on, which they've been on, I have nagged them every time and asked them, hello, can y'all spill the tea? Can y'all let me know who did it? Who did it? Who did the thing? Who did the thing? And finally, it looks like we are getting very, very close to finding out who did it. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say who did it. We still want to know who sent JT home to glory. All right. And that's putting it lightly. Let me look at the comments. Everybody's saying, hi, Kandi. Hi, Kandi. Hi, y'all are excited. Let me see. Tell me what you guys think about this episode. This episode was really, really good. I am kind of disappointed about Shanelle, y'all. Why would Shanelle fumble like that? Like, why would Shanelle fumble to stand a testimony like that? I was so disappointed, especially after seeing her, say that Jax didn't believe her, when really, honestly, I feel like Shanelle just didn't believe in Jax. Like, and then we see Miss Cousin. It looks like she had something to do with it. And they're saying that they haven't been telling the truth. So Jax was right all along. So it's just insane. Who do y'all think? Drop in the comments right now. Tell me, who do y'all think did it? Which episode are we covering? We are covering episode 9. And before we get into anything else too, y'all, next week is the finale. Next week is the finale. I cannot stress enough. Next week is the finale. We have to make sure that we turn up, we tune in, we clock in. Everybody's Hulu need to be on, and we need to be tuned in to Beyond to Reasonable Doubt. Period. Okay. Oh, people are asking, how you and your family doing? Oh my God, somebody said JT's mom is annoying. Yes, she is. Did y'all see how she did Kandi? Did y'all see how she did Kandi? It was just so messed up. But you know what's crazy? Like, what I love about this show too is it's so real, because when you think about these cases that we're all watching, right? Tampering with the witnesses. Y'all know y'all know what case everybody's talking about right now. And one of the big things is, oh my gosh, this person has to stay in jail because they're tampering with the witnesses. They are messing around with the witnesses. And we saw JT's mother do this with Kandi's character in this episode. What else? I mean, you have Corey, who's kind of losing grip, because remember, this case it's not just about winning this case for Shanelle. It's about also being able to get clemency for his past client, who was another DV victim, and then we have the prosecution is just going ham on Shanelle, and they're doing everything that Jax told her that they would do, and she just fell into the trap. I mean, somebody said JT's mom is a toxic, aka Didi's mom. I'm screaming. Not Miss Diddy, Puff Daddy Brother Loves Mama Catching a Stray. I'm screaming. But yeah, like, it's just, that's what makes the show so real. Ramla, like, the writing team gets it right every episode. Every episode, we're just left like feeling, no, wait, what's gonna happen? So it's just a really, really good show. I'm kind of sad that the finale is almost here. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also sad because I don't want this ride to stop. They're gonna have to start the next season immediately after, because I don't have time. Yeah, guys, what do you think about Jax's son being caught with the vape? Is it me, or he was covering for the sister? Am I wrong? I feel like he was covering for the sister. Am I wrong? Something was something there wasn't. First thought the oldest daughter did it. Then I thought the cousin did it. The way she's been acting, she didn't do it, but she definitely knows who did it. So now I'm back to the daughter. Speaking of the cousin, can we talk about the opening scene of this episode? Can we talk about the opening scene of this episode? Not Icebox playing in the background. Ramala, count your days. Ramala. One thing about Ramala, she gonna pick the right music now. She gonna pick the music that's gonna make us just like, wait, just make the scene even better. Like, first of all, Miss Cousin was down there giving the best that she had, giving them the best that I got. She was giving her husband the best that she had, child. The best. Okay? And then the way he just like, all right, cool. Excuse me? What was that about? Oh, right. Not her husband here didn't quit it. Exactly. Just what? I'm perturbed. What is going on? Bamboozled. No, ma'am. I'm sorry. That was just despicable. My gosh. Like the way he is still upset about that money. But I mean, we understand him, right? She did go behind his back and pay for and put the house up for her bail. So just ridiculous. So many things are happening. This episode was crazy. But you guys know what? This episode was crazy. But let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty, guys. I have two very, very special guests. Two very, very special guests. The first guest, you guys, is Miss Pauletta Washington, an American actress with a career spanning over 4 decades. All right. We've seen her in critically acclaimed projects such as Philadelphia, Beloved, and now we're seeing her play Mama Lou in the series Reasonable Doubt. Beyond professional accomplishments, we know that she is married to the Denzel Washington, and she has 4 beautiful children. We are so honored to spend a couple of minutes with none other than the Miss Pauletta Washington. Y'all make some noise. Please welcome Miss Pauletta.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to say this right off the top. Y'all better stay tuned next week. I'm telling you, because what you think ain't what it is.
Oh, not you clearing us? What is it, Miss Pauletta?
I can't tell you, but you gotta watch.
Oh my gosh.
You definitely don't want to miss it. You definitely don't.
Well, we cannot miss it. Miss Pauletta, first of all, you're doing the thing on this show. Thank you so much for even spending some time with us. You're killing it. I mean, you always do. You look good.
Thank you.
You're doing good. Miss Pauletta, you're a proud mother, and we're seeing you play Mama Lou. Mm-hmm. You have 4 children. What are your children's thoughts on seeing you play Mama Lou on Reasonable Doubt?
Well, it's split. Half of them love Mama Lou. Half of them say, I don't know, it's too close to home, maybe.
You know what? I was going to ask you. Is Mama Lou and Miss Pauletta, is there some intertwining going on?
Well, actually, Mama Lou is a combination. She's my mother, she's my grandmother, she's aunties, and she's the adopted aunties that you have. Because I always loved older women, and I always loved to see what they do, and I always loved how they reenacted with each other and with us, the youngins. You know, so it's kind of like a bit of this, and the way that the writing has been for the show. Period. Each character, I think, has been given such rich material to work with.
Yeah. You know. Definitely. You have Mama Lou, who can be a little intrusive, but then you have Jax, who isn't really too fond of Mama Lou's choices, especially in the love department.
Well, yeah. That's also due to they have a very complicated relationship because as was shown last season, and it is questionable how could Mama Lou allow all of this to happen to her own child. I mean, that's still a question, and I think given another season, we might get some more flushing. As you see that I'm really soliciting another season.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna continue to solicit that. Y'all hear us, Hulu? Okay.
But all in all, both of them love each other, and this season has been beautiful, and it's been beautiful to play because Emily Yahtzee is just the absolute best.
Oh yeah.
And I also want to say, pertaining to the show, don't discount Jax. Okay.
Always bet on
the
Jax.
Prosecutor may be looking like they're eating people alive.
She is though.
But it ain't over.
Okay.
It ain't over. Okay. You don't think Jax knows? She knows what she's doing. Trust me.
True. That's true. That's true. Speaking of the layers of their relationship, I was saying before you came on, how just the show is so good because it's just so real. Mm-hmm. And when you look at the relationship between Jax and her mother and, the backstory of their relationship, how important is it that we tell these stories, especially like for our community, because it happens all the time.
All the time. It's not a shock. And I think actually it's been a wonderful revelation for several people in their families that now they can feel.
Yeah.
And they can talk. First of all, they allow themselves to feel. And once you feel, I think the next step is now I can talk about how I feel. And now I know I don't have to be embarrassed because I'm not the only one,
Yeah.
So it's a very important thing. And one of the things that's really beautiful about Reasonable Doubt and portraying our family, there's nothing left undone. There's no shadows. Everything is out in the open, that we all, and it's not just African-American families, it's families in general. But it's really beautiful to see our families because we always have had to feel somehow protective of whatever. But now it's about we're protecting each other. We're protecting ourselves as
Yeah, definitely. Reasonable Doubt. I mean, it is such a female-led show. The lead is female. The EP is female. I mean, it's such a female-led show. Is this your first time being part of a production like this? And if so, like, what does it feel like?
Well, first of all, it is so empowering. There are a lot of questions that are automatically, you don't even have to ask because everything is done.
Mm-hmm.
There's an understanding that's there that's common. It's just beautiful to walk on set and see so many powerful women, knowing what they're doing and doing it well.
Doing it well. Speaking of doing it well, your son, John David, is killing it. I mean, one thing I've always admired about your son is in interviews, everybody's always going to ask about Denzel. But he always says, but my mama, but my mama, but my mama. And I want to kind of give you a moment to say, but my son. Do you have like any words of affirmation that you want to share about your son, John David, and his career?
Well, John David, first of all, is a wonderful person, aside from being my son. And because he is my son, and he has taken my lessons very well, and his choices have been beautiful. Not that I agree with all of them, but basically, and who would, but, as a human being, he's beautiful, a beautiful, caring, understanding, wanting to be better, So I can't say enough about him. But then I can't stop there because remember, there's 3 behind him, and if they see this, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, you're talking all about."
Yes.
But because John David is the oldest, he set the example, and he sets a beautiful example for the other 3 who follow very well.
Great.
I think I did that, right?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, so we do have a couple fan questions. Katie K said, Miss Pauletta, you are loved. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be part of this dynamic group of creators?
I mean, it's really something that I could dream of, but never knew that it would happen. Because in this business, you never know. And to be a part of this team is a dream come true. I love it. I love the role. I love the people. I love the work. So
yeah. So where do you see Mama Lou's character going? Because I mean, I love her. Like, I love her layers. I love her vulnerability. Like, where do you see her going in season 3? We're already claiming season 3. So what do you see Mama Lou doing in season 3?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you see Mama Lou and Kevin?
You know what? So that scene, so the scene from last episode, it was awkward. Like, there was this like awkwardness about it. It just feels like Mama Lou is dedicated to Kevin, but it doesn't feel like others are. So how does Mama Lou reconcile that? Like, still following her heart, but also, does she want to care about everybody, what everybody else thinks?
Especially in lieu of coming off of Paul and healing the relationship between she and Jax with Paul. I just think that it's interesting, and I wanted to know what the fan base felt about it, because you know what we see may not be what you see, so I don't know. I mean, I think that it's great that Mama Lou has a partner. Obviously, she needs a partner.
I was gonna say, it's kind of giving Stella got her groove back just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, she kind of stepped it up a bit, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit. So I'm excited to see like where that goes. I'm excited to see more of her in the next season, and also like just more growing with her and Jax. Like, do you feel that her and Jax are handling their highs and lows correctly? Like,
I know. I first of all was very pleased. So was Emiyatsi, that we have a more workable relationship, you know, because we love each other offset, you know. And, so to know that we can play that on set is beautiful. So I would love to, and also I would love Mama Lou to get in there with those girls, because you know she's busy, so she need to, you know,
and then she go out and get a little drink too. She can go out and get a little drink too.
Right.
You know what, too? I mean, this is probably asking for too much, but I'd love to see Mama Lou maybe have a little moment with Corey Cash. You know,
now listen. I need to come up and through there, you know.
You know, take her down to the cigar bar. I'm just saying.
I know. Mama Lou need to be up there in court to just really, you know, rattle. Okay. She would rattle that prosecutor, but no, she got to stay out of it because Jax has it handled. She really does.
Well, so do you, Miss Pauletta. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We know how busy you are. Can you let us know if you have anything else coming up that we can support you in? Also, besides supporting Mama Lou and Reasonable Doubt.
Well, not yet. Nothing that I can talk about, but there's some things in the works. But also, I'm as I'm saying, I'm hoping for season 3, and you know, and I'm also want to say to everybody, please watch the final episode. You have to. I think you would want to. You would be cheating yourself if you didn't.
Next Thursday, y'all. Do not miss it.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Pauletta.
I want to thank everybody for watching and for supporting us too, because it means a lot to us. Because we work hard. We have fun, but it's work, and I'm glad to know that it's appreciated. Thank you.
It's very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. It's such an honor speaking with you. This is going on my bucket list.
You're the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye. Oh my God. I just spoke with Miss Pauletta. Okay, let me consume myself because we have another very, very special guest, okay? Very, very special guest. You all know her. We've known her for so long, child. Okay, Kandi rose to fame. Kandi Burruss, the Kandi I keep a bag Burruss, rose to fame as the lead vocalist of the R&B group Escape in the 1990s, known for hits like Just Kicking It. And Who Can I Run To? Kandi won a Grammy Award for Best R&B Song in 2000 for writing TLC's No Scrubs, and has penned hits for artists like Destiny's Child, Pink, many others. She's launched a solo music career. We've seen her on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi is on every show. There's not a network Kandi has not acted on. You can see her on Stars, The Shy. You can see her on Reasonable Doubt right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and have Kandi Burruss join us tonight.
What's up? Hey, sister.
You know what, guys? For those of you guys who don't know, I have had the honor of acting alongside Kandi. We did another part together on All Black. Kandi, it is, I've always told you before how much I admire you for just your work ethic. Like, you're always getting to it. How does it feel to be on yet another hit show like Reasonable Doubt?
It feels amazing. Let me just say that it feels amazing. It's always really cool to be a part of a show that already has such a big fan base.
Yeah.
Like, even when I first started telling people that I was, going to be a part of Reasonable Doubt this season, everybody was like, "Oh, I love that show. That show is so good." And that makes you feel like, okay, I can't wait for people to see, what I'm able to add to what's already great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, when you walked in on last week's episode, great. Like, I'm like, all right, good. I know Kandi can act. I've seen you do it in person. I've watched you do it before. So we all know you're a good actress. I didn't expect this performance, though. Like,
thank you.
I didn't expect this. Like, I feel like I've seen you be serious. I've seen you be assertive. I've never seen you in distress. Where did you pull from for that?
Well, okay, for those, catching up with who Eboni is, Eboni has like a crazy past. Eboni is a woman who is overcoming substance abuse and now falling back into it. And of course, throughout life, I know people who have been in that situation who, struggle with drug abuse. I mean, people that were really close to me at times, I've seen it in action, you know what I mean? So I was able to pull from those moments. But then also just what she's dealing with. What I thought was so crazy, the whole thought that she had been in a relationship with a powerful man who was successful as an athlete or whatever, people's hero. And, people look at her as, whatever he said about you is true. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that that's like kind of playing out in real life with some of our heroes and celebrities right now. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of crazy that, I was able to see other stories and things playing out that I was able to pull from to say, like, that is Eboni, and, put myself in that situation and in that mindset.
Yeah. I am so proud of you because that scene where you're being prepped for the courtroom and you're in a scene with Emiatsi, you're in a scene with Morris, like, you're in a scene with like they don't come to play. And then here
the pressure.
I'm sorry, like the way you held it down and you started crying, I was like, my dog. Look at her crying, girl.
Thank you. Okay, so let me say this. I ran into a show creator, Ramla, and I ran into her earlier this year on a plane, right? And we exchanged information. She had said that she liked, seeing my work and she loved what I had done before. And so we connected. She was coming to Atlanta to do this season. In my mind, I thought everybody was already booked and they had already picked everybody. But, I still, you got to shoot your shot, right?
Yeah.
So I still was like, okay, let's go eat, talk, just, talk. And
you
she
took her down the old lady game?
No, I didn't take her to my restaurant. I didn't want to seem like I was like doing the most now.
Okay.
But I was just like, people just who have mutual respect for each other going out to eat. Anyway, so while we were sitting there talking about the business, she just asked me like, well, what type of roles would you like to do? And I said, I've always wanted to do a role that I had to really reach deep for and show people a whole different side of me that they've never been able to see, where my character can get really emotional and do all these things. And so she was like, oh, okay, just regular conversation. I'm thinking maybe one day in the future we could work together. Like the next week. It was like the next week. my team was like, hey, they want you to come in for this role. And I was so thankful. I am thankful that she had enough confidence in me to believe that I could pull it off,
I mean, you did great. You did great, and you held your own. How did it feel going up against, well, not up against, but how did it feel like portraying Eboni while you have Morris and Miyati? Like, did you feel like, okay, I really got to step it up? Or did you go into the scenes like, I got this?
No. I'm definitely a person who I'm going to walk into any opportunity truly humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come in there and just try to do the work and do my best. Yeah. Now, obviously, I was a little intimidated. I'm not even going to lie with the cast, because the cast is so amazing. Everybody on this show is like amazing. Top tier, right? Yeah. Everybody. So for me, I just wanted to come and bring Eboni into the room. I just wanted to be her. I didn't want to be anything that they could have expected me to be, because people already expect, oh, okay, she's been on reality TV. They may not, know what I've done as an actress. So it's like, I'm like, I got to show up and show out, and I'm Eboni today. That's all that matters.
Well, you did that. I mean, the finale is next week. You and I are friends. We've been friends for years. If there's any tea that you'd like to spill, this is a safe space. If you want to tell us who really did it, and we still gonna watch next. We still gonna watch.
I don't know if this space is that safe. Okay, y'all just gonna have to tune in for next week. I love a show where it completely turns the whole thing upside down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I will say is, you do not want to miss it, because you will not get what you expect.
So you mean nothing that we saw in today's episode is all right. Okay, all right. I see. All right. Well, let's go to the fan questions, since my friend not gonna spill the tea. Lord have mercy. Well, someone asked, Kandi, how do you feel being in the actress world, especially like post Real Housewives of Atlanta? How do you feel being in the real actress world? This question comes from Lisa.
I truly love it. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I always tell people, a lot of people don't know, when I went to performing arts school as a teenager growing up, I went for drama. I went for theater. I didn't go for music, even though that's where I met my group members. So I was always doing acting, from a young age. And then my music career took off first. So I kind of just poured everything into that. And I just thought about it later. I waited till later in life to say, you know what, that was a dream that I never went after. And I decided, like, for the last, I guess, 8 years, I just said, you know what, I'm going for it. And I just go into it just thinking like, okay, I got to do the work. It does not matter what success I've had in other lanes. In this lane, I'm still trying to make it, just like everybody else, right? And so I just come in and be ready to do the work.
Well, now that you've done a role that you were telling Ramala, that you would like to portray, Nina sent this question. Is there another role that you're waiting to portray or get called for? Like, what is your ultimate dream role?
I would love to do a period piece, like, something from history or something. Or I would love to do a musical, like when I say musical, like, how Wicked is coming. Like, I love whimsical, those type of, movies.
I was gonna say, you just had on Broadway.
I wasn't in it. I produced it.
Oh, that's true. You are producing it. That's true.
It's the difference when you producing something and when you're
in Chicago too.
I was Mama Morton in Chicago.
You were in Chicago. But you want to do something more whimsical, more
I'm saying like for TV and film.
Okay.
Not just on stage, but
okay.
Yeah, I would love to do that, or like I said, like a period timepiece, something that's like totally different. Or a sci-fi. I love sci-fi. So
I could see you do sci-fi because you love sci-fi makeup too.
Where I get to kick butt.
Yeah. I could definitely see you do that. And you love dressing up too. Like you love that stuff. So yeah, I could definitely see you do that. Well, Kandi, thank you so much for talking to us about your role as Eboni on Reasonable Doubt. Y'all, the finale is next Thursday. Everybody tune in. Hulu. Now, before you go, Kandi, do you have anything else that you're working on that you can let us know? You know, you keep it bad. You keep it bad.
Well, right now I'm producing Othello on Broadway, starring Denzel Washington. So
and we just had this Pauletta.
Yes, definitely cool working with her. But I also, starring Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal. Excuse me. Let me make sure I say that.
Of course.
So I'm super excited about that project, as well as I just finished wrapping The Chi season 7. So I was just in Chicago filming with them. And I'm, in the music space. I have a girl group. It's called Siren that I've been producing.
They sound amazing.
Thank you. And it's a lot of other things. My husband and Todd and I, we have like a development deal, so we're producing shows. I can't wait to announce that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm in one of them. Wink.
No, we gotta save those secrets, Jessie. We gotta save them. But yeah, Todd and I, we have movies that we're also producing as well for 2025.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Kandi. You're killing your role as Eboni on Reasonable Doubt. Thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes with us. And we'll see. I guess we'll see the finale. Since you don't want to spill the tea, we got to tune into the finale.
You gotta stay tuned. Bye, y'all.
Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Beyond a Reasonable Doubt here on my YouTube channel. I'm your sister, Jessie Woo. Thank you so much, Hulu. Thank you so much, Onyx Collective, for partnering with me for another episode of Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. Y'all, Reasonable Doubt finale next Thursday. Reasonable Doubt finale next Thursday on Hulu. Tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your cousins, tell your aunties, tell your grandparents. Everybody needs to tune in next Thursday. Reasonable Doubt, Hulu finale. And right after you watch it, you know what to do. Come to my YouTube channel so we can have the best finale that you'll ever experience. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode, y'all. Take care. Thank you.